Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fortuna Circus. I'm your ringmaster Meeka Nomicon, and you've made it just in time for the Angel Act. The light dims, and the acrobats leave. I yank the chain, dragging the creature onto the raised platform. Ladies and gentlemen, our grand finale begins. It's happening. I heard it's beautiful. Presenting Fortuna Circus's very own Angel! A harsh spotlight shines on us. The audience breaks into whispers at the sight of it. It appears as a beautiful young man, pale all over, except for the pitch-black cloth that covers its eyes. Well, two of its eyes. Oh yeah, you certainly have far more than two. Wait, so can he actually see from all of the open eyes? And if he does and he has someone on his back, does he get like a perfect 360 view around him? That would be a lot of visual input. A third eye rests at his throat, alongside 5 eyes on each arm, all wide-eyed and blinking. Oh, okay, so no, there's none on the back, they're all just throat and arms. Still, that's a lot of visuals, providing you can actually see from all of them. It kneels on the platform. I lock my end of the chain to a metal hook on the floor, twirling to face the audience. Now, before we begin, I'd like to ask a question. Does anyone know how we acquired an angel? I won't lie, that was actually the question I was having. How the hell have we managed to capture and contain an angel? I'm guessing it's got something to do with the chain. It's probably like imbued with demonic abilities or something. Dozens of shouts and nonsensical answers come from the crowd. As we all know, angels belong with God in the realm of heaven. Yet, this one lives amongst us humble humans. That is because this angel has fallen. Wait, if it's a fallen, so it's a fallen angel, not a demon yet. To be fair, if it was an actual demon at this point, it probably would have killed us. The crowd erupts in shouts. Good heavens! A traitor to God in our midst! Yes, before us is a creature who has fallen out of favor with God. See, here on its back, the flesh is gouged where the wings once were. To be fair to the angel though, we can't technically prove that we ourselves didn't chop off the wings, right? Because I feel like that'd be a very good cover story. Oh, don't worry about the angel got in captivity. It's fallen, it's betrayed God, so don't try and save it. Whereas he could be like the most holiest angel possible. I expect it to display its back to the crowd, but it remains still, trembling slightly. Oh, I'd feel bad if I forced it, so we're gonna force it. Everyone, it appears this angel is a bit stubborn. One moment, please. I check that my gloves are on properly before grabbing a fistful of its hair. I drag it forward, causing the angel to buckle down and expose its back. Ahem! Now, to demonstrate that all of its eyes work, it will perform complex acts without removing the blindfold. The night goes on as normal, juggling, knife throwing, plate spinning, until crash! One of the plates that the angel was spinning suddenly falls and shatters on the platform. Well, I don't really think the angel did it on purpose. I mean, I feel really mean to the angel. I mean, I did force him to show his injured back. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna accept my fate as being a really abusive ringmaster. Punish it! You must punish it for the crime. My whip lashes against skin in a trained movement. A show of discipline, like the ringmaster instructed. It flinches, but doesn't drop the other plates. The audience starts cheering. You see, this is very much the anonymity of mob behavior, right? I'm doing something despicable, you're all gonna cheer me on for it because it's not happening to you. And you're all basically in the shadows, so you can do the most despicable things for that area. The act quickly finishes, which only leaves. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. A hush falls over the crowd. Fallen angels are said to cry, golden tears. And here, you'll be able to witness such a spectacle. I pull the chain, causing the angel to stumble and drop to its knees. Have I just made him kneel on the broken plates? That's a step too far. That's overly cruel, I think. I twirl the whip in my hands. Retribution for the damned! I speak partly to the audience, partly to myself. The will of God himself. I gaze at the angel's back, crisscrossed with scars from the whip. Its shoulders are trembling. The show must go on. You know, I'm really hoping one of these endings is that the angel goes for like full demonic and murders us all. I mean, we would deserve it at this point. I should continue, but I've accepted my fate. I'm the cruel one this time, with gusto. The people deserve a true show. With a new sense of purpose, I raise my arm and bring the whip down heavily. The audience cheers with an animalistic fervor. The onslaught continues until its back is torn to shreds. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't realize every single eye was gonna cry. I feel so mean. I mean, you're beautiful, don't get me wrong. The golden tears really suit you. Is that my defense for continuing to whip you? The angel loses consciousness and falls, both red blood and golden tears pooling onto the floor. I fill a vial to the brim with the liquid gold, showing it off before tossing it to someone in the crowd. Have I just started a riot? I mean, if it's actually melted gold, I feel like everyone's gonna want that vial. The show comes to an end. I check on the angel. Its back is poorly bandaged, and it remains unconscious. Am I actually capable of killing an angel? Even a fallen one? I hope it heals in time for the next show. Hey, we got ending 1! The perfect performance! Oh, I'm very abusive apparently. Oh no, it's fine, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be nicer. If we can, I don't know if we can. You know, I feel like if we just move on with the situation, we might get an ending where essentially the audience just leaves or boos or wants a refund, right? Since we don't give it the show they want. So let's try it. We're gonna move on and ignore showing us your back. Let's just move on. Now, to demonstrate that all of its eyes work, it'll perform complex acts without removing the blindfold. You know, it's alright. It's only a single plate. You did everything else successfully, so we're gonna ignore it, okay? My grip tightens over the whip. But listen, Betty, there's no need for you to tremble. I've been being extra nice to you today. Mainly because I made you cry so much yesterday, and I really actually feel bad. So, we'll hold back on you. Why do I feel so guilty? My muddled state makes me lash with less force than usual. The angel suddenly hits the ground, shedding only a few golden tears from a single eye. Hey, there we go, that's better. Did you force yourself to cry so I'd stop whipping you? I quickly collect the drops of liquid gold in a tiny vial, showing it off or tossing it to someone in the crowd. It's a lackluster display compared to other nights. The applause unenthusiastic. The show comes to an end. I sigh as I pack my things. The ringmaster wasn't happy with my performance. He's found a replacement for me. Was I ever suited for this? What should I do now? I got it, we're a failure! And what we should do is help the fallen angel to escape, and then get revenge. Just, you know, make a deal before that happens so he doesn't get revenge against us. Oh, I think that's our last ending. So, I think I did the same path that I took for failure, only now we've got a third option, so I'm guessing I needed to get that ending first. Well, don't worry about it, I can't do it. I can't whip you. My grip loosens, the whip clattering to the ground. Even the angel is surprised, stiffly turning his head towards me. I shed my gloves and reach out to the cowering figure. He gazes at my hand before gingerly placing his in mine. Warmth floods into my palm, a sensation so remarkably human. But before I can properly grip it, he purposefully stumbles and crashes to the ground. I freeze until he turns his head expectantly towards me. I dig the vial out of my pocket and collect a golden teardrop falling from one of his eyes, tossing it to someone in the crowd. The show comes to an end. I head to the angel's cage. Upon hearing my footsteps, he raises himself and stares. You were different today. I'd never heard him speak before. Yes. He tilts his head and stares again. They're not real. What? These eyes. The tears. No. I'm human. You cannot be human. It's not. They carved my flesh, placed false, supposedly doll-like eyes in me. But the tears, ink, in packets beneath the eyes. They burst with impact, hence the fall at the end of the performance. Then, what of retribution? God's will! What have I done? I hold back the nausea as I quickly search my pockets for the key I need. This knowledge, it doesn't change what I intended to do in the first place. Wait, but then how have you been doing all, the circus tricks and not being able to see? Unless there's holes in your blindfold as well. Once finding it, I hastily unlock Angel's cage. Please, run! He doesn't move at first. Go! That jolts him into action as he crawls out of his cage. He looks back once before silently running off into the night. Is he even going to survive long enough if he's running away? I mean, let's face it, he's still got a lot of holes in his chest that are filled with doll eyes. Either they're going to get infected or someone's going to see him and put him straight back into a circus or experimentation. I feel like we've got a very Phantom of the Opera situation going on here, where someone's done a good deed, freed the person from the circus, but now left them to their own devices, and it's going to end very badly. But at least we have the truth, I suppose. Well, if you enjoyed your time here, I'd greatly appreciate a like this video and subscribe to this channel. Other than that, it was a spooky day, and I'll catch you next time, guys.